Blasianaires and Blasianettes, if you have not seen the latest episode to Fear the Walking Dead, why the fuck are you here? Get out of here, go get caught up, because when these fingers disappear, there's gonna be flash flooded spoilers, so you better be gone. That is your warning, so get out of here. Now, so we finally meet, apparently her name is not Charlie, Alex. I don't know. I mean, like, you know, I don't know what's up with that, but whatever. But we finally meet Alex and some surviving members from Flight 462, and then it turns out she is, and it turns out that she's okay, but Jake is hurt really badly, and they're stuck with at least one crazy person on, on this little boat. And he tries to kill. Almost called her Charlie. He tries to kill Alex in her sleep, and she quickly, her quick awesome reflexes. That girl, lets him have it. Boop, abandon ship. He's like, you're off the boat, and then the guy said, and then the other guy suggests that Jake is not going to make it. You need to put him out of his misery. Just end it. Just end it. And then it pans away, and you're thinking that, oh shit, she's going to kill him, isn't she? She's really going to do it. And then we're led to believe that, but then we see when the Abigail's having some problems, they run to another snag, and then Travis has to help fix that problem. And then we see that, that same guy that said, yeah, put Jake out of his misery, yeah, he's right there. So apparently she, knocked him overboard too. I mean, she has a strong attachment to that kid. I mean, that is what's up. I mean, they have they have they have a special bond there. But she's not ready to give up on him. But and then and another thing, and it's interesting that one of them finally discovers that when you're covered in walker blood or guts or whatever, it camouflages you from them. I mean, Nick finally discovers that, and then Chris, does his first, he kills the living. He for the first time, and I'm trying to think. Did any of one in the group outside of Daniel kill the living? Did they? I can't remember if they did or not, but I'm sure they were going to, but I don't know. I'm not talking about merciful killing or anything like that. I'm talking about actually having to kill someone because they were a threat. I'm sure Daniel had his moments, like before the zombie apocalypse, but I'm talking about during it, like during the running of the show. I mean, I can't remember if any of them did yet, but Chris, he puts this guy out of his misery. You see that he can't save him. Oh man, and that was a pretty deep scene too. I mean, like, wow. I mean, that kid is really evolving like quicker than everyone else, and within the family unit. With Madison and Travis and Alicia and Nick, and then it seems like him and Nick are evolving pretty quickly, and then I think they're evolving differently. You know what I mean? But and I also, like, when that herd came, like from the Flight 462, and then you see Alex running down, and then and she's running to Daniel, and then they're coming there. I'm like, how are they? I mean, they need to get, man. This is gonna go totally south, like, very quickly, and then everyone's in the mix. I'm like, everyone is seriously in danger. I mean, everyone comes close to dying. Like, Daniel comes close to being killed. So does Alex, and then Chris, and then Alicia, and then Nick is he's in the safe zone because he's all covered in camouflage and the infected guts or whatever. But I really wish that they just scrapped episode 2 and just moved it down further into like a later on in the season or whatever, or just cut it out of the season completely. We just jump right to this episode right after the season premiere. That would have been much more sufficed. But we still got it. So I mean, like, I'm just happy that we got it regardless. And it seems like things are gonna get, we're gonna kick off pretty heavy from here. Like, this is the first great episode of the season, and I'm really glad. It lived up to my expectations. I was satisfied with it. So yeah, and Daniel finally talks to to Madison about Strand and how he plans to go to New Mexico and whatnot, and then now they all know, and then and typically he doesn't want Charlie and Jake to go to come along for the ride, and then he makes sure that by when the rope is pulling the boat, like when the rope between the Abigail and the boat that Alex is in, and then he just cuts that rope, and I'm like, son of a bitch, like, what the fuck? But I don't think we've seen the last of Alex. I mean, that would be a very huge cop-out if that was the last time we've seen her, like, after that. Like, come on, you just introduced her. I mean, this is some fucking bullshit. I mean, and just confirm how she's going to be in the season, not just one episode. But, I mean, come on. I mean, like, let her be in here for at least the entire season. Like, seriously. But I don't think we've seen the last of her. I think they're going to try to save... I think since they're good people, they're still good people, they're going to try to save her, and Jake. So, yeah, this was a great episode. This gets 4.5 chairspins out of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4.5. But, yeah, I mean, this was intense. I enjoyed every minute of it. And, yeah, I think this is just the beginning of the best of the season. If that makes sense. And it's gonna get better from here for the viewers, and worse for the characters from here. So, yeah, I wish there's a little bit of dialogue where Alex says like she knows a little bit of what's going on, or she's sort of a part of what's going on. Like, she has an idea, like she knows a thing, or like some things that may be valuable to the group. So that could have been her way in, like for her to earn her place with them. But I still don't think we've seen the last of her. So she is the reason why I didn't jump right to Game of Thrones, the season premiere of Game of Thrones. I said I've been waiting like forever to see this, to see my homegirl on Fear the Walking Dead, so I gotta jump right to this first. And my Game of Thrones season premiere can wait. I want to see Alex. And well, at that time I was thinking I want to see my homegirl Charlie, but Alex. But anyway, I am glad. It is awesome. She's an awesome addition to the show. It would be such a huge cop out if they gotten rid of her anytime soon. But I don't think they're gonna do that. But and AMC is really ballsy, putting this show on around the time that Game of Thrones comes back on, comes back from its hiatus. So that's pretty ballsy of you, AMC. But anyway, I mean, good thing that this show has a season 3 coming along. Otherwise, we'll be like, oh shit, we're doomed now because Game of Thrones came back on, and it's gonna, butt heads in the ratings. So, and they're both. I like both shows, but yeah. So I mean, I had to jump right to this show first because my homegirl Alex makes her debut. I loved it. It was fantastic, and feel free to tell me your thoughts on this episode. Did it live up to your expectations? I mean, what do you think is going to happen from here? Let me know in the comment section. And if you enjoyed this review, thumb up the video. Make sure you click subscribe if you're new to the channel. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out, y'all.